As the sun bears down on me, as you can probably see the sun hitting my face directly through the window, lovely weather. I just thought I'd come on and do a little bit of a sad video, but we had some very sad news yesterday, as one of our former players has sadly passed away. The great man that is Chris Nicholl died at the age of 77. It was announced yesterday. The former Aston Villa, obviously played for Town for a while, for a season at the back end of his career at the age of 38. Former Walsall manager, former Southampton manager, and even though us at Grimsby only had him for a year as a player, just a little bit before my time as such, but he is always so well thought of at his former clubs, at Southampton, at Walsall. Walsall love him, and why wouldn't they? And I'm sure the fans of the generation before me, when he was here at Grimsby, it was only a season, but I think he was close to getting Player of the Year that year. I believe it was 88, 89 he joined us, something like that, 87. And it was, everybody had nothing but praise. I nearly had the chance to meet Chris a couple of seasons ago. I was with my former partner at the time, and she was holding the car parking space for me, and she came across Chris Nicholl. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to see the big man, as they took him into Walsall Stadium, and no, he was a good player. He was a very, very solid player, even at the time we got him at the age of 38. Dependable, reliable, knew the game inside out. Obviously, he went on to give Alan Shearer his debut in management at Southampton, and when Alan did his documentary a few seasons ago, Chris was a part of that documentary, and obviously he'd been suffering with ill health for many years, but it's a real sad time for Grimsby fans, and obviously with this one, with Walsall fans and Southampton fans and Villa fans, and everything that every team that he played for. I think he played for Tranmere as well for a little while as well. He is a unsung hero, I would say, because the year we had Chris Nicholl with us as a player, I believe we won promotion that season, and that just sort of shows you that what an impact a player can have for one team. So my thoughts go out to Chris's family and everyone, family and his friends, and everyone that's tied to every club that he's played for. Like I said, we have Southampton, who he managed, Walsall, who he managed, and obviously all the clubs he played for. Every single player that was affected by Chris Nicholl. My thoughts go out to his family, his friends, and everything else. He died at the age of 77. A very tragic loss to football. He was a football man. If there's one thing he enjoyed, his illness. If his memory wasn't so good, but if you got Chris on football, he was always as sharp as a tact. And if I remember correctly, he always liked bringing up his winning goal for Aston Villa against Everton in the FA Cup game, I believe it was. And every time you asked him about that, he was always beaming. But it is sad news about Chris Nicholl that came out yesterday. So my thoughts go out to the family, and just thought I'd do a little video on that. The great Chris Nicholl has tragically died at the age of 77. Former Grimsby Town player in the late 80s. Season with us where we got promotion. So thank you for that, Chris. I was going to have a banter with him if I had met him, because obviously with it being two clubs, I know exactly what I'd have said to him. Because he was saying, "Well, why are you wearing this shirt?" This was to my ex-partner at the time, and she said, "Because I'm sitting in the away end, or where the disabled go," and I did say to her, I said, if I'd have got there, I'd have said, "Chris, you wore these colours as well. You wore the Grimsby colours," and I'm sure that if I'd have had the chance to have met him, I'm sure we'd have had a laugh and something would have come back to him about his time at Grimsby. But a very, very tragic loss for football, not just every club that was affected by Chris. So all my love and thoughts go out to Chris Nicholl's family, and I'll be back with a brighter video, but I just wanted to remember I'm going to call him a cult hero at Grimsby Town. For his one season, he got his promotion. Thank you for that, Chris. Thank you for everything that you did for football as well, and all the other clubs that you played for, managed, and all that good stuff around football. Thank you very much, Chris. Thoughts go out to the family. I see you soon with another video. It will be the preview for the weekend against Forest Green. Until then, I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.